So, you've done your stop-motion exercises and test shots, and now you've got a story to tell. A 2-hour epic that you want to start animating this afternoon. Could I give you a few tips before you take on that adventurous endeavor? Let's talk about storytelling for stop-motion, or any medium of animation. Perhaps you have some ideas floating around in your head. Number 1 tip, keep it short and simple, like a minute. Work your way up to 5 minutes if that's your ambition. But if you're just starting out, aim for a minute. Short form is very popular anyway. But the principles of storytelling still apply. Every story has 3 parts: the setup, the conflict, and the resolution. You have a character with a goal. There is an obstacle to get past. The character succeeds or fails. Your choice, though failure is funnier than success. Goal, obstacle, result. Goal, obstacle, result. Obstacles can be physical or just the character's own shortcomings. Now storyboard the idea. Even if drawing isn't your thing, it's an important part in working out a visual story. What are the important moments of the story? And how will you present them? How much of the set will you see? How many camera angles? So revise and place drawings until you are satisfied with the story. Your first shot needs to hook your viewer so that they'll want to see the whole story. It should establish the location and pull the viewer in. Then cut to other angles as needed to present the action in the best possible way. Even if your whole movie is just one shot, storyboard everything so you can visualize the action. Then make an animatic. A simple editing app will do, using JPEGs for your drawings. This is when you work out the timing. Hold each drawing for as long as the action will require. Every shot should move the story forward, and every cut should have a purpose. Is the movie too long? Should parts be cut? Or are more shots needed to tell a clear story? The animatic is a very important step in hashing out the story, and if the big studios do it, we should too. Using exposure sheets, time each shot based on the animatic. Make sure every pose holds long enough to read, and every action will have proper anticipation and follow-through so the viewer understands everything that happens. Tell the viewer what the character is going to do it, and then tell the viewer what the character did. Consider shooting a pop-through, which is where you quickly shoot the whole scene, but with the characters just popping from pose to pose to try out basic timing, composition, and acting choices. For each shot, frame it so there is no wasted space. Fill the frame with the action and compose it so the viewers know where to look. Robert Zemeckis calls it the red dot of the shot. Everything in the composition, including the movement, should guide the viewer to look where you want them to look. Usually, each shot tells a little story, with a beginning, middle, and end that moves the overall story along. When changing camera angles, make sure the change is big enough to avoid jump cuts. Go wide to close or close to wide, change the angle, and change the composition. And then there's the 180 rule, perhaps you've heard this. Imagine a line runs through your characters or vehicles. Stay on that side of the line. If you cross the line, it will appear that the action has changed direction, or the character is suddenly looking in a different direction. If you've planned everything out carefully, editing the visuals is mostly just stringing the shots together with some frame trimming or perhaps extending a hold so a pose reads better. But don't skimp on the audio. Find and record appropriate sound effects that will further clarify the story and engage the viewer, and find or create appropriate copyright-free music to set the mood. While it's fun to just start animating a shot and improvising as you go, there's no substitute for a well-thought-out story that takes the viewer through an engaging series of events that leads to a punchy ending. Invest the time to create the story, and your viewer will want to invest their time in watching the whole thing. Thanks for watching.